And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray.
Wait a minute, I can't say. Who are you?
What's going on?
Man, my glasses broke, so now I got to fix them.
Okay, wait a minute.
But my spares at my office, so I got some broke glasses outside, so I can take to the office to get my spares, to put my spares on, so I can see to fix them.
You know, you seem to have the same problems I do. I'm telling you, folks, your spares get lost, you broke. It even sounds like parts in my studio that happens. But losing your glasses, and I constantly find myself out and about. And let me just go ahead and admit one of the biggest boo-boos I had without glasses. We were talking about the shooting that happened a few weeks back, or a month or so ago at First Baptist, where the gentleman attacked someone, and it was an off-duty police officer, and it ended up being a shooting. Well, I speak to Billy Solly as I'm getting out of the car, and he's telling me what he knows as I'm walking across the street. I got my phone, and I'm typing it in, and I go live. And we're talking about everybody gets shot, and Debbie keeps calling me. Will not quit calling. I looked down, and she goes, "You idiot." And I said, "Why is she calling me an idiot?" She goes, "Look at your spelling." And I accidentally, somehow or another, instead of putting shooting, it come out an ugly word that starts with an S.
Yeah.
And it said "at the church." And it was, although it was funny, it was a typo, and things happened. We straightened it out as quickly as we could.
Now, it didn't take that long. We've already got questions that were asked. And now, is this not more fitting that do you know what's playing on TV right now?
Absolutely, I do not, because I was told that, it really wasn't any of my business, I think is what they told me.
So here, now I want you to find the humor in this.
Yeah, it is a lot of humor.
Judge Hatchett is on TV right now.
Absolutely.
So they took an axe to themselves.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and address this. Let everybody tune in. We have been removed from television, 100%. We will not be back. I don't see to where this could be fixed.
Not on Fox 30.
I seem to make them mad, and let me say this: anybody that lives in the Meridian area knows these few people that I'm going to bring up. John Pollard, who ran the TV station for years. Really extremely good guy. Whenever there was going to be a programming change or they had a soccer game or anything like that, they would call me weeks in advance and go, "Okay, write on your calendar the week of such and such. We may have to preempt you." Miss Susan Ross, who was in charge of sales, who had been there 29 years, resigned. John resigned. Also, Susan resigned a few weeks ago. The TV stations were bought out by a new company a little bit ago. They have a new manager in town. He has, I don't know if that's a TV station or not.
Hey, can we have you back?
No, you can't. And a new guy has come to town. He's been in town 3 months. Said he'd made a lot of friends in town. That's what he told me yesterday.
I hadn't met one.
And he moved here from Las Vegas. Yeah. So I was accused, and let me just be point blank over this. I sat down, they called and asked me to come to the TV station for a quick meeting yesterday. I arrived, and they told me that I had broken FCC regulations. I said, wow, what on earth have I done? And a notebook was brought out, and they said, this morning you played Ricky Roberts, and you also played Ward Calhoun's commercials. Those are a breach, and they do not meet FCC regulations. I said, really? And they said, yes. And they mumbled something else about another one. I said, you do realize that these two commercials were produced by WTOK-TV, Channel 11 in Meridian.
That is a professional TV station that knows the FCC rules.
Right. WTOK does not take shortcuts. They do things right. They have absolute tons of attorneys that work for them, that when they make a commercial that deals with politics, it's done right. But I was accused and said that those commercials were breaking FCC regulations, and I had to come off the air immediately, and it had been passed down from whoever it is that owns it. You know, why didn't you just tell me the truth? It had nothing to do with that. If you can find a reason in that of something of 3 seconds, it's something wonderful, but that was not the truth, and we all know that.
Scotty Ray's more popular than the rest of our programming. And for that, we just don't know how to move forward, being second
They told me that we were not the most popular TV show in town, and they could prove it. And then I asked to see those ratings, and I was not given that because they told me that I didn't pay for them. We all know this. If you're in media, the way that works is you can't use it to sell it, but I can look at it. That's nothing illegal about it. But, it's no hard feelings. I wish them luck. Our show is very strong, so tell a friend, let everybody know, and we will have an app developed in the next week or so to where whenever anything happens, you'll be able to get a notification. But we will not be back on Channel 30, I think it's Channel 10.
Yeah, Channel 10.
So we have parted ways with Fox 30. We will continue to give you up-to-the-date, reliable headlines that happen in our area. You don't get those from anywhere else. We will continue exactly what we do. There's no change in their mind. There's no reason to talk to them. I'm not going to, I have nothing else to say to them. It was short. It was sweet. They got what they wanted. And we're going to do what we do. Tell the truth, and we will not back down.
Every one of y'all are following Scotty Ray. And we see that. And we know y'all are out there just on Facebook and YouTube. The show's strong. You have built something that is absolutely amazing, that's something that is absolutely unheard of to come in and compete like a national business. And you're a hometown boy that built this. And you have stepped on some toes.
Oh, absolutely, I have.
Because you do speak the truth. You don't hide anything. And, I'd hate that they went down that rabbit hole, but I tell you, what you've built is on a solid foundation that's not going anywhere.
No, we're not. Why did I? In the beginning of this, why are you building a studio? Why are you doing? This is mine. Everything here is 100% mine. This studio, every camera, everything that happens, I own. No one can take that away, and they can't silence us. We will continue. Again, we'll have an app coming up before long. And I'm not even sure that it was about silencing. I could guess, but they made their decision, and I wish them luck. We're going to do what we do. And boy, we got some stories to tell you. Chief Randall Davis is around here. He's got his gun. I think he may even have a bulletproof vest sitting over there.
Yeah, that's my buddy.
Good fellow. We've had a shooting in Meridian. Let me show this before we go any further. Let me just give you all a taste of what went on overnight. Let's skip some of these major stories.
I can see better than I thought I could.
Oh, can you? You're making it out?
Even John Hollingsworth is on there. Of course, that name that long, you can't help it. I just want to say thank you. He took care of my mama. Oh, man.
That is very nice of him.
It's something.
Now, overnight, Highway 39 North, if you're going toward the Naval Base, before you get to Hardee's on the right, is Meridian Estates, an apartment complex. Yep. I got a message that people had heard 25 to 30 shots last night. This is what we find out once the police arrived. Look at this. Now, numerous cars were struck with bullet holes. This is an example. Look at the window blown out of this. If we go here, let's zoom this in a little bit more here. You see that's bullet holes all through the windshield. Back here, let's go back here and look at this house. Bullet holes entered the window of this home. As we go here, here's a bullet hole in the wall. Again, we had somewhere 25 to 30 rounds fired. About 2 hours later, Odie, after the police left the scene, gunfire would return again. This time, I don't think anything was hit, but we did have gunfire again. This is near the Meridian Little Theater, and that area is where we're at. Let me show y'all where this is. Here's the big map here, right there.
Yeah.
Here's Meridian Estate sitting here. Here's Meridian Federal as you're going up. I don't know why that's so big, but it's huge.
I had to tell you exactly. Y'all know where this is at, and the kids that were put in danger. If the adults have had problems, that's between y'all. But y'all just brought in the kids that were around that area and taking a chance of hitting these kids, and that's And we've got to do a better job at protecting our kids. And the only way you can protect them on something like this is if you saw something and you know something, you need to say something.
Yeah. So we're going to go to commercial in just a second, but what we want you to do, if you've got a friend, make sure to let them know the only way to watch us is through joining our YouTube page, Scotty Ray Report, or on Facebook at Scotty Ray Report. You can even join us on the Twitter side if you would like. More people, this is by far a Facebook town, but YouTube, you can throw that up on your TV, and it's very clear, very understand. You can network it through there. Call a friend, they'll help you set all that up to where it's easy to watch, and the sound is so much better than it was on the television side.
And you get a ding when it's time to come on.
Yes, you do.
So,
like and follow. What
they
you got?
saw, my baby ducklings overheard my phone. I guess they heard me, and they said, Paw duck. So, baby ducklings, I know y'all are set up out at the fair and having fun and getting ready for a full week. And I'm going to make it out there, and I'm going to come by and see y'all.
Neshoba County Fair?
Yeah.
Woo, boy. Y'all get ready. It's going to be
here.
hot with mud, and it's probably every year it floods.
Know it's going to rain.
Yeah. We'll be right back. Garrett Outfitters on 8th Street is getting you ready for summertime. A large selection of cool hobo shirts. Maybe it's short sleeves. Maybe you need a pair of shorts. If you're going to be cutting grass or maybe riding a tractor this summer, you're going to need a straw hat to keep cool. And as you head to that favorite fishing hole, don't forget you'll need a pocket knife along with a great rod and reel. And if you earn your living in the woods, don't forget to check out their big selection of snake boots, Carhartt pants and shirts for any occasion. It's Garrett Outfitters, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
I'm Nick Lisi, and I'm running for Justice Court Judge of District 1. Justice Court is the people's court, and I've been serving the people of Lauderdale County for 30 years. I grew up here, and now having 4 kids of my own, the future of our community matters to me. On August 8th, remember, vote Republican, vote Nick Lisi.
Welcome back. I'm Scotty Ray along with Odie. What a beautiful Friday morning it is. Although Odie forgot his red shirt and
my glasses. We batting 1,000.
How'd you get here today?
Well, now I can see. And I thought I was worse at seeing up close. I guess the prescription's running out. They just keep making me put them things on.
These are wonderful to read things, y'all. I'm telling you.
I'm doing a lot better than I really thought. Maybe the prescription's making my eyes better.
Look, if you're in a crowd, never worry about me reading what's on your phone, because I can't read your text message. I can't tell what that is.
No, look. The text on his phone's Jay Tall. He's got one word per screen when he turns it sideways.
That's true. But I can see that part. It's just like when you go to the social media to load something. I can't see what it is. It's like if I get a inbox, I have to hold it way out. Everybody has those problems after you reach a certain age. Usually it's about 40. As we said, we've got a special guest in the studio with us. Let's welcome Chief Randall Davis. Chief, how in the world are you doing over there?
I'm doing good.
Man, what's on your mind? What you out doing today?
Well, we next Saturday, July 29th, we'll be doing our annual school supply drive for the kids.
Now, where's it held at?
This year we're going to go back to the Meridian Town Hall. I like to stay traditional.
Yeah.
It's going to be hot, but hey, man, it's worth it for me.
So that's coming up. Now, Odie, where is this? Don't we have a bag sitting here? Let's pull this up. Let's show this.
Look. This is a book bag. Now this even got the water bottle compartment.
Oh, yeah.
It's got all these little pockets in there.
Now,
the
isn't
pouches.
there something inside it?
It's got notebooks. It's got binder. It's got loose leaf paper. It's got your glue, your pens, your pencils.
A little bit of everything.
erasers.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
You
Chief,
need it, it's got it.
Chief, how are you doing this? What are you doing here?
Well, this started years ago. We always did a big Christmas drive for the kids and always, try to be in the community. And I got a call from a local school, just as school was starting, and said, hey, can you help some of these kids? We got kids showing up with nothing. And wow, I never thought about that. When you see that or you hear it, it's
Touches
like,
you, don't it?
oh yeah. So went back out, got on the road again, got a lot of donations, bought a lot of school supplies, and from there I said, you know what? We're gonna do a drive every year. We're gonna make sure. But the thing is about us, we open the doors to everybody. Everybody else says, oh, it's just for Meridian. No. Last year we did around about 850, somewhere around there.
850 children?
Yeah, 850 kids.
Wow.
But even after we still hit the road because we had been as far as Union, Kennebec, Alabama, Butler, Alabama. But, we just want to hit everybody. It's a team effort. And, like I said, we don't just pick out a certain group or where they from or whatever. I'm here to help everyone that needs our help because, everybody's in this country together.
Right.
We're in trying times now. And I really feel like a lot of times, you see a lot of these kids are in trouble now. You and I know a lot of it starts at home.
It does.
Then you get to school and you go to school with no supplies and nothing like that. And then you really discouraged about certain things. And then from there, you know where it goes to from there. You know where it goes to.
Uh-oh. The mayor's done piped in.
The mayor is piped in.
Yeah. He said, Chief, you supposed to be out here exercising for me this morning. I just want to know, do you have one of them space suits that mayor's got that you wear? Is he, 'cause I know he gets up early in the morning and goes and exercises, and
Oh, yeah.
you out there with him
I tell
most
you
of the
what,
days.
My mayor is incredible. He's an incredible guy.
What? Oh, Larry, he's always smiling.
Yeah,
He smiles
I
more than
mean-
you do.
He does.
And he's everywhere.
And what's impressive is, the young age that he's doing things at, and we spend a lot of time together. We talk every day. We exercise together. And, I think that's the kind of relationship we should have with each other. You know what I mean? And of course, he's still a mayor. He get on me when I'm doing something wrong, too. Don't think everybody say, hey, man, that's my bud. No, he's professional and he's strictly business.
That's good.
But again, about this school supply drive, being in the community, helping, everybody, sees the police, arresting people and
Yeah, I'm scared of you.
writing tickets. No way. But we want to be, say this in this town, say that we helped a lot of people. But you know what, Scotty? It didn't start here. This is my home raising. You know what I mean? This is my belief that come from my parents.
As you mentioned, 850 children last year. Let me ask this. Do you have to come by and pre-sign up, anything like, or do people
No,
just,
no.
how you do this?
Just show up.
And you just
show
take
up and be
somebody's
ready to come.
word, I need it.
Absolutely.
I've helped him over the years.
Oh yeah, Odie's been there with
And,
me. Yeah.
I tell you, this is no, are you sure you need help? This is welcome. Everybody come in here. Come on here. Start here. Get this, get that. Walk around. I tell you, I love this man to death. Chief's done so much for the community, so much for the county, so much for me. He is a solid encourager for me and has really helped me out and pushed me to even be better.
Well,
I think y'all need to go somewhere and sing Kumbaya together.
We'll do that at
that's
break.
vice versa because this guy's helped me out a lot too. But like I say, it feels good when you can even help the surrounding counties, Kemper County.
Yes.
I've been all the way up to Carthage, Mississippi. I've sent stuff to the Philippines. And I know people will get on you and say, oh, well, what about the kids? Hey, look, I'm opening them doors to you that day.
Yeah.
If we can spend a month in the heat, out get stuff, people can get up out of bed and come see me.
Yeah.
And after, hey, I'm gonna go to other places. I just want to, let people know that, hey, man, there is help out there. I don't care where you at. And that's where, as people, I think that we need to do more of is just try to help.
And let's just be serious about this. Kids show up for school. There are folks that are strapped for cash. We're in a tough time. And not every parent can afford to go above and beyond to buy new book bags for 3 to 4 children and all the supplies that go in. It's expensive. And programs like this go that extra mile to help those kids get a jump start on life and to be equal with everybody when they walk through the school door, have the same supply. And I appreciate you doing that.
Absolutely. It does. It leaves an impact on kids. And I tell you a little story that really, and I'm a softy too at times. Me and one of my officers at a fish fry that they had over at Meridian at the East Gate. I never forget this tire center. And young lady kept staring at me. She kept staring, and I'm going like, "Hey, man, what's going on here?" And my officers would quit. Yeah. No, I said, no, it's not about that. So finally, she approached me, and this was during our Christmas drive. Mm-hmm. And she said, "Are you Chief Davis?" And I said, "I am." And she said, "I want to thank you." She said, "I want to thank you." She probably was 15, 16 at the time. And she said, 2 years ago, and you don't remember me, my mom called you and asked you for help. And you did not say no. And you made Christmas for her. And I said, if I ever see that man again, I want to give him a hug. And man, let me tell you something. My appetite went away. Everything went away. It made me feel like $1 million.
I bet so.
It did. Yeah. I mean, that let me know, that one little incident let me know that, hey, man, we're doing something right.
And that is.
And like I say, a lot of times with crime, I'm never going to use that word, we're going to stop. We're going to try our best to control it and do the best we can. But guess what? This is something I can control. I can control this. I can make some things happen. Woo. And this is what I like the most.
We got more coming up with the Chief as we begin this early, what is it, Friday?
Friday! Here we made it.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Hello, I'm Billy Solly, and for almost 3 decades I have served as your sheriff of Lauderdale County. I have chosen to retire, and it's time for you, the voters, to select my successor. On August 8th, I'm asking you to please go to the polls and vote for Ward Calhoun as your next sheriff.
Thank you for your endorsement, Sheriff Solly, and I'm asking for your vote humbly to serve as your next sheriff. Please vote Ward Calhoun on Tuesday, August 8th in Republican primaries.
Are you looking for a job that could last a lifetime? Structural Steel is hiring now. With employees that have been there from 20 to 40 years, they're family owned and operated since 1975. Competitive starting wages, a 401k package, and great insurance. Immediate openings on the day shift and night shift. From entry-level helpers, welding and tacking, grinding and fitting. And the list goes on of job openings. Start your Steel. Call 483-5381.
My name is Michelle Griffith Joyner, and I'm asking for your vote for Lauderdale County Justice Court Judge District 1. With a bachelor's degree in criminology and more than 23 years of experience actually working in a criminal court, I'm qualified, experienced, and ready. My goals are to enforce personal responsibility and reduce recidivism. On August 8th, please vote for qualifications. Vote Michelle Griffith Joyner for Lauderdale County Justice Court Judge District 1. Learn more about me at Joyner for...
Will Parker's your welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. I mentioned the word there was a fire in Meridian last night. Let's move this. We got more coming up with Chief here in just a few moments about the drive that we have. But Bonita Lakes, if you'll leave the Meridian Crossroads and you're headed toward Bonita Lakes, the 2 gas stations there, you'll pass the Chevron and then you reach the Valero. Last night, the Meridian seemed to find this. As you'll see, there is absolutely nothing left of the car wash that was there. Completely
used to be
burned
a
out.
super stop.
Yeah, sure was. It was a super stop at one time. Now Valero, as we dig into this, most likely but I do know that they stay there every night. I'm told this on good authority, that it was most likely people that were staying inside the car wash for shelter and i.e. homeless that somehow or another burned it down with either starting a fire inside some way, somehow. No one was hurt. Huge blaze last night as that went up in flames.
Yeah, that's, people are trying to find any way to get. I can see during the winter trying to stay cool.
Warm.
I mean, warm. Yeah, you know how it is. But my glasses, I couldn't see that well. Oh, wait a minute. We don't even have a script like that.
Yeah, we've never had teleprompter.
Yeah. But it's got to be hot in there. I mean, no pun intended with the fire. It was. But,
Right.
I mean, it wasn't raining, so I don't know why you'd be in there.
But that is every night, that is a scene. And then let me warn you of this in Meridian overnight as you're out and about. If you, like the incident we had 2 to 3 to 4 years ago to where, and Chief, you'll know this, the young lady that pulled up a bank at night to make a deposit.
Oh, yeah.
Don't pull into a car wash. Those at night, it ain't worth washing your car overnight. People can hide. Remember what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah, I think the young man was apprehended over at Meridian.
He sure was.
Yeah,
He ran to an apartment complex over there.
Yeah, we was on the phone a lot that morning.
Overnight hours of knowing where you are. A bank deposit's not worth it, nor washing your car to where you can't see who's on the other side of a wall. They can come up, demand, want your cash, or do the ultimate worst like that young lady when her car was stolen.
Yeah, that's, I mean, that's just terrible. But we really need to sit here and make our community safe. And how do you do it? There's not a single answer that can fit all of it. But while our community is not the safest, we need to take those extra measures to make sure we are safe. Head on a swivel. Don't do anything crazy. What we got? We got problems with the sound?
No sound
Hopefully
today.
not.
I think somebody had said video was freezing there, and that's one of those
Oh.
things that happens.
That's all right. Y'all are going to make it with us.
One way or the early on Friday morning as we go through this, we did have another fire last night. As we pull this up, this would be on Arundel Road, just off, here's Waters International, like you're going up toward Highway 19 there. Over to the right is where we had a fire there just off of Arundel Road. A home caught on fire. Meridian Fire Department arrived there as well last night. No one was hurt, but a home was destroyed there. We certainly hate that.
Yeah, our boys at the fire department, kudos to each one of y'all. Engine 3, I know was on that one, 8, 5 on the other one. I know 1 was out with them, most likely 5, but it doesn't matter. Every one of them, from engine 8 to engine 1 to 3, 5, every one of y'all, 7, y'all do a fantastic job. Kudos to y'all getting out there and getting the job done and being safe at the same time.
We'll be right back as we go along with this. We'll go back in history. We got some more coming up with the Chief in just a few moments here as we continue the Scotty Ray Report.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 19 has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Gray 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes. And they even do work on motorcycles. With the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
Hello, my name's Kenneth Graham, and I'm running for coroner of Lauderdale County. For over 50 years, Lauderdale County's been represented by professional and competent coroners. I would like to continue that tradition. Over the next several months, I want to educate the public on what the coroner does and dispel any myths about the coroner job. I can show you that I will be the most professional coroner there is. So please vote for me August the 8th.
Paid for by the Committee for the Election of Kenneth Graham.
Patrick Allen Companies services and repairs all brands of overhead doors, residential and commercial. Our service technicians are factory trained and have over 125 years of combined experiences. At Patrick Allen Companies, we are not interested in being the biggest, just the best. We are just 4 miles south of Meridian on Highway 145. Patrick Allen Companies, safety, service, and satisfaction.
And welcome back. We'll go back over and just a lot of questions this morning while we're not on television. We'll go back over there in a little bit. But moving forward, anybody that you know, make sure that they watch us on Facebook or on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and follow is the thing to do so you'll get updates. We are in the middle of getting an app built. We'll have that in the next few days, a week or so. Hopefully it won't take that long, but we'll have that coming up before long. And past that, where you'll be able to get notifications pretty easy there.
We got a couple of Wanda. Happy birthday to you.
LaWanda?
Yeah, somebody's got on there that says happy birthday to her, so I'm taking it that it's her birthday.
Woo!
And then we've got Jagger Boyd got a birthday today. And we missed Catherine Conard's 79th birthday yesterday. And we apologize for that. But happy Peggy asked about my mom, and my mom was doing pretty good. So she's gonna be okay. She's gonna have to continue to put up with me some more.
And how things seem to work out. There's some type of little issue going on with Comcast is having signals do this morning.
Yeah.
We'll hope to get all that fixed for you. Let's go back in history and look at a few things, Odie, that's going on. This old boy was born on today, probably one of the funniest guys. Y'all loved him, and he only had one bullet.
And was a womanizer.
He sure was.
Or a magnet. What do you call it, a chick magnet?
You wouldn't think that, but in real life, they say Barney was the ladies' man, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Whew, have mercy. Now, as we move with this, my wife loved this show, and I absolutely could not stand it. It was just like horribly boring to me. Anybody ever watch a show called The Gilmore Girls? Anybody ever been trapped with their wife on television and it's just boring? Well, the dad that was on that TV show has a birthday today. Edward Herman is how I'd pronounce that. Herman? Yep. That's the old dad that was in that TV show. Again, for a guy, probably the most boring thing you could ever watch. Just wanted to say that. As we look at this, America's Funniest Man was also born on this date. So many people liked him. And his life ending would be so tragic. We didn't expect it. As Robin Williams took his own life. He was born on this day, but he would end up in the end, depression, and check on those. LaWanda said she was 72 yesterday.
And Charlie Pearson turned 75 yesterday. And we've got Shirley Mabry. It's going to be 87 tomorrow.
Man,
we love y'all, and we appreciate y'all being with us. And Sadie Ray Atkinson, 14.
Man, bunch of heap of birthdays today.
Yeah.
Now, as we look at this next guy, I would not. You say his name, I wouldn't know it. His name is John Lovitz. Is that how you say it? Lovitz. But you'll remember him from many, many TV shows having a birthday today. Can you name one of the movies? I can't.
Yeah, so one of the ones that I really like, and now I can't.
Yeah, you like me. Chief, you got the idea what movies he's been in?
The funniest one was him and his family was going on vacation, and they ended up going to a casino, and they got roped into another deal where they had to run across the world to be the first ones at this locker at a bus station, and if they got there first, that they won $1 million.
Didn't I tell you to stay off those mushrooms?
That was
didn't I tell you that?
Somebody out there knows what show this is, and Rat Race. It's called The Rat Race, and if you haven't seen The Rat Race, you need to go get it. The entire thing is hilarious. You've got to watch it. It's even got Mr. Bean in it.
Oh, I like Mr. Bean. Funny guy. A country music guy. He was from Canada that made his way over, had his birthday today. His biggest hit would be My Heart Has a History. As we remember, Paul Brandt there, born in 72. He hadn't had many other hits since then, but that's the way it goes. But in 1973, a gentleman would sit down and write this song, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, my country music folks correct me, I'm pretty sure that it was Chris Christopherson who wrote this. And you have to really, really go, how could a man write something like this? But he done it. It was a hit as we go to Satin Sheets to Lie On.
That one.
Satin Sheets to Cry On. But still, I'm not happy with you. Whew. Big, long, black Cadillacs.
Well, Chris could write some music now.
I think Chris wrote it. It was a guy, 100% sure, but I think it was Chris that wrote that. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Chief, you ever written a song?
No.
We're just checking over there. No, I didn't say
God, Ashley, I think you need to write one, and
You know,
you and Odie get together, and you know, I think it'll be a hit.
Look, I already got messages from Todd Kemp coming in that we need to do a workout because you've been running your mouth over there.
Yeah, you got the equipment, you got everything. Odie, what's keeping him from doing it, man?
Well, now I can write it, but you got to sing it, Chief.
Look, I was really into this song until it sat in Sheets Lounge until I got a good look at her.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but I wasn't going to say nothing.
We'll just leave that.
Oh, man.
It's like, turn the light off, quick. 1973. If you don't know this, something's wrong with you. Because everybody, when you hear that first beat of this song, you go, oh my gosh, he would lose his life in a plane crash. But you want to talk about a guy that really had it going on in 1973? Bad Leroy Brown.
Yeah.
The baddest dude in the whole dang.
You know,
that's it.
one thing I have noticed back in the day like that, a lot of artists lost their lives in
They
like
did.
Valen,
Richie Valens, the Big Bopper.
Yeah. See, I do remember that, you know. And you wonder, why was that?
Otis Redding.
Why was that?
Because they didn't have pilots that done it full time as people that thought they could fly.
Oh, okay.
Cowboy Cook, Patsy Cline.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm telling you this right now. If your company owns a private jet, do not think that you can fly it. There's people that you can hire that do this every day for a living. The part-time pilots.
So
I'm telling you.
So I don't need to get my buddy Odie to go ahead and take me. Yeah,
I want a helicopter, Chief.
I ain't flying no airplane. And also, let me remind you of this: if you have a private jet and you have one pilot, that's not smart.
Yeah,
because you pile everybody on there, runs your company on there, and then he has a heart attack at 40,000 feet. What you gonna do?
Yeah, you better get that
parachute.
Up there.
It ain't funny because I've been sitting up there and somebody go, "I don't feel good." You better get better.
If they could land on airplane with somebody who hadn't flown for years.
Yeah.
You know, that guy, what was his name that was on the ground and ground control and talked him through?
Oh, yeah. Roger. Let's go back to one of our own from here. 1975, let's just take a look at what he looked. Well, we know what he looks like now. Let's go back to 75 as Lester Flatt's getting out of the hospital. And he was in his band at that time, and he's escorting him to his bus. Marty Stewart, let's go to 75 to take a look at what that picture looked like. There he is. Marty had a lot of hair.
Oh, yeah.
Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, they were one of the greatest that ever happened. 1978, I remember watching this as a kid. We didn't have many TV channels, and so you got to know all of these shows. Chico and the Man.
Oh, yeah.
This was the last show right on today. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, you
Freddie
didn't have
Prinze.
but two TVs.
And he is the dad of the guy that was in the Scooby-Doo, that Freddie Prinze, that's his dad, for those who are...
Yeah.
1979, we all watched this. You always wanted to go on the road with him and the monkey. And I can't, what was his name?
BJ and the Bear.
It was just Bear.
Well, the monkey was Bear.
Right. He did just call him Bear, didn't he? 1979, on the cover with that KW of the TV Guide. Let's see if we had anything else. Oh, yeah. This was a no-no, in my opinion, that should have never happened. In 2003, CMT, of course, last week banned Jason Aldean. But no, in 2003, they let nudity up on CMT with the Rascal Flatts video, I Melt. He married the Playboy model, and he just couldn't stand it. He had to show her. And he did. The rest of us like to fell out. Odie had 4 remotes break that week.
Sure did.
Pause. This was
Run the battery down.
This was a good movie, y'all. I don't know if you've ever watched it. Guardians of the Galaxy. Did y'all ever watch this?
I did watch that.
Hilarious. You need to watch it. It's a good family little show. No cussing in it, and you're going to smile and have a good time watching it. So that let's see. Also, you remember the dad that was in
Home Alone?
Yeah, he passed away on this day.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know his name, but
Man,
we remember him from that show.
He must have had a real good job.
Why you say that?
Because they lived in a huge house. And then he paid for 12 people for first class airlines all over the place.
Room service.
Room service. You know, there ain't no telling what his bill was when he got back home. But yeah, you got a lot of kids when you leave one. I've got all the heads counted.
Yeah.
Good morning and welcome to the Scotty Ray Report along with Odie and, of course, our special guest this morning, Chief. We'll be right back with more as we carry you through this Friday.
Hello, I'm Ricky Roberts, and I have been privileged to be a lifelong resident and public servant of Lauderdale County. There's no denying crime is on the rise, and there's unrest in our community. It's time for action. It's time for change, and it's time to ensure the safety of the future for our families together. I ask that you elect me, Ricky Roberts, on August the 8th to be your next sheriff and allow me to continue serving you. This is our county, this is our home, and together we can protect it.
Are you ready for summer? Massey has a 2021 Jeep Wrangler that's waiting on you with only 61,000 miles. How about a Rogue with 57,000 miles? A 23 Camry with only 50 miles on it. Or maybe it's a Toyota Tacoma four-wheel drive that you're needing. From Silverados to F-250s, Massey Supermart Auto Sales, 1023 Highway 39 North.
Profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
I'm Devin Snowden, Republican candidate for District 1 Supervisor of Lauderdale County. I'm sixth generation Snowden to call this home. This is where I'm raising my family, where I work and serve the landowners of this area, and where we play. I want Lauderdale County to continue to call home. If elected, I'll do my best to make Lauderdale County its best. Please vote for me, Devin Snowden, on August 8th, and remember, I'm not just any candidate, I'm your neighbor.
Paid for by the campaign to elect Devin Snowden.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Welcome back.
If he was in the Rat Pack or not.
Breaking news this morning as we're just finding out that Tony Bennett has passed away.
Man.
So we pass along condolences to the family and the many fans that Tony Bennett had.
Yeah, that's something because he's done a lot and very well known.
Mm-hmm.
We need to put down, and I think this would be as of yesterday. So go back in history next year when we do that segment. We'll come back and say, this day last year.
That's right.
What song was number one? And it'll come in as Jason Aldean's Try That in a Small Town.
There you go.
Because people want to make it woke. They just got that song pushed out to so many more people.
Right.
Because they wanted to try this woke stuff over there at CMT. And I think they're going to have a backfiring.
It is.
You know.
Yesterday, this arrived in Meridian, Mississippi. As we look at this is the scene as the police officers are online as they bring in the wall. Here it comes in. There's video of it. There it is. Now, the wall is going to be set up here beginning today, I think around 10 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. Make your way out this weekend. It'll all be set up. The Vietnam Memorial Wall. A big deal for Meridian to have, and I do hope you'll visit it sometime this weekend to find out. We had a little fender bender right by McDonald's on Highway 19 yesterday afternoon. Whoop, look at there. Fender benders, police on ride. Now, we also last night in about the same location had an accident involving a car and a motorcycle. We don't know the condition of how he's doing, but we do know that a motorcycle and a car were involved in an accident just about in the same place there.
Yeah, that area's been pretty busy for a while. It's just heavy traffic. You've got to be careful through there.
All right, that's the first time I've heard it, but that's pretty good there, Bob. Mac Rick.
Mac Rick.
I've got to remember that from now on. And y'all know what? We had another Mac Rick yesterday also. I didn't get there in time. They had cleaned it up, but at the Highway College Park McDonald's, there was a wreck there. It was another Mac Rick.
A Mac Rick.
I love that line.
I do too. We've got the greatest people that watch this show.
I'm telling you. Oh, have mercy. Let's see here what else we have here. Now, let me tell you about the car chase that I witnessed last night.
Uh-oh.
It was boogie there, boogie there. Let's pull this up and take a look here.
They wasn't behind you, were they?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I pulled over and got out the way. And I couldn't get my camera out of the car quick enough, but deputies, Meridian Police Department were on scene. This is in front of 601 Sports. There's a driveway directly across over here in front of 601 Sports, former property of Eddie Holliday. The car would drive down through the woods, and they would see that there was a gate at the end of that, and they took their car through the woods.
running over trees. Meridian Police Department followed behind. It got to be a foot chase. The last I checked, he's still on foot and running. Now, they have the car. I don't know whether it was stolen, but for whatever reason, this guy that was driving the car had to get away. He did.
Wasn't going to stick around.
Yeah. Now, another accident that we want to bring up that happened last night, and there's good news to this, is we had someone ran over by a tractor last night in the Bailey community. The fire department would arrive. They were trapped underneath it, and I got a note from the wife said her husband was okay. It's a miracle. Miracles happen every day, and we should bless and thank God that happened for them.
That's awesome. I'm telling y'all, I experienced God's work the other day with Mama.
Yeah.
There's another God's work. But like I said, you've got to know that was God in control, and He'll talk to you as long as you speak in His language.
Let me brag on somebody. I was downtown Meridian, and these guys, yesterday was 105, 108 heat index. They were repaving a section right down from Weidman's on 4th Street, and where you come up on there to where what's the furniture store? Hewlett Furniture Company is.
Yeah.
These guys, let me show you your picture. That they were working hard, and I want to say hello to them. They do a fantastic job for the city of working hard every day out there. Thank y'all. And here's the view of this: is they're fixing this turn right here. They're digging that up and making that a nicer place for us. And we can't thank them enough for what they do out there. That pavement,
hot.
You think you're hot until you walk on some asphalt. So thank y'all for what y'all do. We do appreciate that. Now, we had some entertainment. Brown bag was the theme. As we go to the Max Theater, we pull it up. Who is this? It's Brick Gully on scene, and he brought somebody with him. And, of course, that'd be John Elmore. What a fantastic show they did. We can't thank y'all enough for coming out and doing that. I hope you had a chance to enjoy it. But the fun didn't end there. Last night, downtown Meridian, Dumont Plaza. Odie, I hate you missed out on this.
Man.
Bluegrass that was incredible. As we go here to take a look at a few pics from last night there on stage, that young lady right here could sing, let me tell you. They even done Hank Williams, You Win Again, bluegrass style. As you take a look at all the folks that showed up for this, everybody had a large time. Appreciate everybody coming out to downtown. And there's the star there. He was in a TV commercial one time. You can do it.
You can do it. Now, if anybody wants to play that kind of music or something, call Greg Chatham. I hear that he's got a good banjo for sale.
Is he selling banjos now?
Well, he can't play them.
So he needs to sell it.
Well, sell them.
You're going to get in trouble.
RW's probably got one sitting up in his shop now.
Coming up again, spread the word. If you're going to watch the Scotty Ray Report, you've got to do it on YouTube. Like, follow, subscribe. It's easy there. Scotty Ray Report is what you type in. You'll find it. Or here on Facebook. But spread the word so folks can do that. And as soon as we get the app available for you to watch, where you get notifications through an app whenever we do weather, that's going to be available pretty soon as we get that. We got more coming up with Chief Davis, as he's going to tell us how to help out some kids and how you can get involved. We'll be right back.
Same old sound, and no one's answering. Vote for change. Vote Ben Shirley, District 81 Representative, on August 8th. Ben will answer the phone. Ben will get answers in Jackson for District 81. Ben will create jobs and promote economic development for East Mississippi.
I'm Ben Shirley, and I'm asking for your vote in the August 8th Republican primary.
Vote Ben, District 81, August 8th. Paid for by Ben Shirley.
Farmer knows a good deal when he sees one. The L-Series Kubota tractor is the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA and offered at Parish Kubota with 0% financing available. Come see why we're more than a tractor store at Parish Tractor.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of everything from hospital beds, wheelchairs, reclining back wheelchairs, breathing treatments, CPAPs and supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. With us this morning is Chief Randall Davis, one of the nicest people you'll ever want to get a ticket from. He'll make you feel good about getting a ticket.
It'll make you smile while you pick that
now,
piece
you know,
of paper
if I
up.
let you go, you're going to get killed down the road, and I'm saving your life. Chief Davis is here. He's doing something great for the community of sending kids back to school with backpacks. It's going to be held July 29th.
July 29th, starting at 8. And, you know, we're going to be there all day. You know, from experience, you know, you leave it, if you shut the doors at 12, and I'm just going to be honest with you, you got those single parents that don't get off till late.
Right.
And then somebody will call me at home and say, look, we got a lady came over. And guess what? It goes on the next week.
Yeah.
Because after, you're going to still have people that do they have anything left? Can you help us?
And for whatever reason, somebody may not be able to make it the day. We understand.
Absolutely. They can still call the next day and we'll have stuff left over because we know some people are going to have to work that day. And you know, it's sad because, you know, a lot of parents have to work every day. So, you know, they'll get off at 5 and say, hey, man, we missed the school supply drive. So when you're doing one, you got to be really versatile and understanding when you do this.
Now, let me say this because I know that to be able to do this, there's a lot of footwork for you to go out and say, hey, we're doing this. The Meridian Police Department want to help kids. And you go to businesses and you go, could y'all help us a little bit there to send a school? Tell me some of the folks that have donated because they deserve a tip of the hat.
Yeah. Number one, you know, you got Walmart. I mean, both Walmarts have been tremendous in helping us. You got Rock House. You got 601 Sports. All these people are on board. And then, you know, the beauty of it is, I tell you, when I'm in Walmart, you have people just, hey, so listen, I want to donate. What are you doing? And then the good thing is, I watch people when I'm in Walmart doing this because I'm over there in the line, I mean, in the area where they're picking up supplies, and you hear the talk, the chatter. Well, we'll get that next week. That's when that's where I come in and say, look, don't wait till next week. Here's my flyer. Come get what you need. And you see it right there. You see it right there. You see when people are struggling and they putting stuff back, so they weighing it out.
And tell me this, Chief. I truly feel like this, and Odie can second this because I know you believe this with all your heart. You're going down the road, or like you're talking there in Walmart. I thoroughly believe that God puts you in a place at a certain time to overhear things or to help someone.
Hey, let me tell you something. Yeah. You know how you have that story about, hey, I always want to be the police and I want to do this. I got in this business because I met a bad police.
A bad one?
A bad one. And, you know, there are some in the business.
Yeah, there are.
And I want to be that guy that I want to make a difference. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. I want to make a difference. And I've never been that guy that said, you know, when I was a kid, I want to be the... Man, when I was a kid, all I wanted to do was drive a log truck. That's all I wanted to do. I'm from rural Louisiana.
Loved it.
Loved it. That's all I want to do. But now that I'm put in this position, you know, like I told you, this is something I can't control. Is helping the community, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I told you, if I sit there and tell my citizens a lie, I say, I'm going to stop everything, every shooting, I just lied to them.
Because you can't stop it, can you?
No. But this year I can control to say, hey, that I'm going to help everybody that I can with these kids, school, and, you know, other things. They'll tell you, being in the community, such as doing the gun forums and the scholarships, whatever we need to do.
I mean, that's awesome what you do over there.
And we know that we're going to have to do another one because, you know, off the subject a little bit, people are buying firearms at a rate. But what I don't like is we don't educate the public enough on the laws of firearms. We're quick about charging, but we're bad pour about it, educate. How many times do people ask y'all questions? Can I carry it in my car? Can I carry it on me? Or whatever. And game warden laws are out there, they change every year.
Oh, yeah.
So, we're going to have to do another form just to help our citizens, whatever. But again, back to the school supply drive, July 29th, 8 o'clock, Kemper County, West Alabama, Meridian, wherever they come from, the doors will be open. We're going to be serving hot dogs. We have drinks. We're going to give out T-shirts for the kids and a lot of comfort, a lot of Scotty Rays, a lot of Odie Bear, just talking to them and just trying to get them on the right track, because you and I know we're living in times now that we haven't never seen with the teenagers and the kids and the crime and everything. So
it's
we got to do our part for sure.
That's right.
A whole different world.
That's coming up July 29th. We're going to be there on scene the night that happens.
Yep, and like I said, actually, we're giving away a book bag to somebody.
This book bag we showed, we're going to give that away.
Yeah, but again, I want to thank my mayor again, Larry Gill. Larry came in on board what I was doing, and that's what I really appreciate the most about him. He didn't say, well, we need to talk about this. Hey, he was all on board with it. And like I say, Scotty, I want to thank you for what you do, and Odie for what you do, and deeply involved with y'all, whatever y'all need us to do. But you're right, all the comments are saying something good about what you're doing here.
Yeah, and I appreciate
we appreciate you. You know what I mean? We really do.
We try to get you.
And people don't realize this, you got a job to do, whether you want to hear it or not. You know what I mean? That's his job. You know what I mean? Just like, and but again, and Meridian Police is about this. I want to tell, we want to let people know, I want to treat you the way I want to be treated.
Oh, yeah.
And I can promise you, that's why I got in the business. I didn't really get upset. I didn't curse. I didn't want to call nobody to talk to the congressman. I said, I'm going to make a difference. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's what I wanted to do. I ran across that bad seed, and he didn't.
It changed your life.
Yeah, he didn't need to be out there at all.
There's a lot of folks like
that.
that.
This guy.
Sometimes you run up on the convenience store. They should have just stayed home that day.
Oh yeah. At least smile, but you can't do that.
As we start this day, don't forget you can drop by the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. Anything that you're looking for right now, if you're out and about and you go, man, my shirt's messed up, I got to look here, Odie. You can drop in and get you a T-shirt. Farm Supply's got some.
They even got red ones.
Right.
Yeah.
I bet if you join the Woke Society, I bet they've got a shovel to help you dig a hole for yourself.
Well, they got that, and also a rake to take care of it, smooth it out after you get done with that.
And then you can plant grass seed on top of it like you've never been there.
And Scotty, I want to say one thing. If somebody still want to donate, you know what I mean, monetary or drop supplies off, I'll be taking them up till that morning.
There you go.
All at the Meridian Town Hall, 601-483-9573. Drop it off, because I can promise you, it's not going to be over that day. It'll go on for a week or 2 weeks.
So you can help somebody.
Yeah.
And that's definitely what we like about that.
Oh, yeah.
Chief, we can't thank you enough for coming in and talking with us this morning about all this. It's so kind of you. Now, again, quickly, let me tell you, we are no longer on television. Our show has been cut from Fox 30. I had a meeting with them yesterday, and they said I crossed some lines with a political ad. So be it. That's the way it is. We're not affiliated with them anymore, and we will be here on Facebook and YouTube. Go to it, like, subscribe. When you type in the Scotty Ray Report, you'll be able to find our name, share it, tell a friend about it. We will have an app develop in the next few days. Now, without a doubt, was it nice to have a little television in the background? Sure was. But let me explain something to you. We are by far one of the most highly watched shows in the Meridian area. And this is not just Meridian, it's Newton, it's Philadelphia, it's Quitman. We can't do it without y'all. Y'all give us our information. We work on the stories that happen here 24/7. We have over 2 million people per month visit us for information daily. People are there trying to find out what happened. We are here for the community, and we will continue to be here for the community. We cannot thank our sponsors enough that stay with us. Why is there a lot of commercials on our show? Because it works, because you're there to watch these ads. These are great supporters that have been with us since day one. I remember walking into, and this is just how, the first two people that I went to, and I want to say a thank you to them of how I got started. When I decided to do this, I did not run one commercial for 6 months. I didn't ask anybody. After I got my idea together, I walked down to the front doors and I went inside East Mississippi power. I sat down with Julie and I said, look, I'm going to start this. And she said, we're on board. I left there. I got in my truck. I drove to Piggly Wiggly. And I sat down with Joe. And I said, Joe, I'm going to start a show. And he goes, well, I don't care what you do. I'm a sponsor. Sign me up. And with those two sponsors, we began. Now, did I have some rough days in the beginning? $40 decisions at that point were huge. To where I started out with a camera that was $200. It took me a while to do that. Why? I was without a job. I had just spent $25,000 on medical expenses from a heart attack, out of pocket, and it was rough. And the people of Meridian supported me, and I cannot thank y'all. We have fine sponsors. We're going to continue to deliver what we do each and every day. If something happens, something drops, we will be on scene to find out about it. And if I'm not there, y'all let us know as being one of our reporters. We have people all around town that let us know. We find the truth and let you know as fast as we can. We don't make you wait 3 days. We won't do that. We're here for you. It's accurate information. Now, do I credit a lot of people? Let me tell you why I don't. I don't credit a lot of people for the news story. Why? They don't want their name mentioned. Mm-hmm. Is the information true and accurate? It is absolutely. But they don't want retaliation. They don't want people to yell at them, so I don't list names. Do I know who they are? Absolutely. They're fine folks here that want a better community. We don't lie. We don't make up things. It is what happens in our community. There's good and there's bad, and I highlight as much of each as I can. If you know of a good deed that's happened, please let us know. We'd like to share it. Like the guys that pushed the young lady's car out of the road the other day. Oh, yeah. That was a good feeling. I like that.
Oh, yeah. And get that stuff out. And that TD Racing, how do we advertise Scotty Ray if we don't have Facebook? You may not have Facebook, but there's so many people out there that do. But send a message.
Yeah, send a message, and I'll have my salesman contact. We do have a staff. Do I need more? Absolutely. It's. I had a lady, and I hope she didn't understand. She'd sent me a PSA, and she wanted to know why I hadn't listed it yet. And I said, I got up at 3 this morning, and I went to bed at 11, and I didn't have time. We get to it as quickly as we can. I have people that work on it behind the scenes.
It's a whole group of 40,005 people work for the Scotty Ray Show.
Actually, it's 60,000.
60,005.
You missed that.
Yeah. That's everybody out there, and Scotty Ray, Angie, his wife, both of his kids. He's driving crazy, getting them done. I'm just here sucking up air and laughs and pushing this out and having fun. So there is no monitors that say this is what you got to talk about next. There's nothing pre-typed. You do the entire control board. Everything's done right there, right here. So the staff is y'all. Y'all are the ones that make this show possible by sending the information in.
And we can't thank you enough. And thank you for every one of y'all. Like the shootings and things that happen in the middle of the night, we get the information straight from the public there. Now, other things that are going on. One of our partners. I am truly close with law enforcement. I work hand in hand. I am pro-police. I don't believe in running down police. Somebody does something wrong, we're going to talk about that. Don't worry about that. We do that. But a big thank you to the chief company. There he is, sitting over there grinning.
And yeah.
Little Larry is what we're going to call him today.
Little Larry.
Y'all write this down and show up July 29th as he gives away helping out children in Marion. Again, you don't have to be from Marion, anywhere.
Clark County, Newton County, Kemper County, Lauderdale, West Alabama.
You keep going, Chief, because I know
I can
for
keep
a fact
it going.
You've helped everybody. It doesn't matter where.
Hey, we're not going to turn nobody away. Nobody. That's the fun part about it, because we ask people from where they come from, you know what I mean? And we don't have people come, I know and Odie will tell you on our school, when we did our Christmas drive, all the way from Waynesboro.
Yep.
And I'm going to say this too again, it's important to what we do. And I'm going to say we, it's not me. It's the good Lord, the community, and my guys, and you guys that make this happen. Not me. But I'm going to tell you, on our Christmas drive, it was cold that morning.
Oh, yeah, it was.
I had a lady, you was there, Scotty.
Yeah.
I had a lady that was out there. We started about 9, had been there since 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning.
That was mighty early. It was. I remember that well.
Yeah. And you talk, that's to let you know that was a need because
she did.
You might not going to get but a
Because
football.
you and I stood there and talked to her that
Absolutely.
morning. A sweet
so
woman.
You know. Yeah, you know, sometimes you have people say, well, you know, it's people that should. You're right. But we still need to do what we need to do. My motto now is, you're not going to get nothing out if you don't put nothing in.
There you go.
And you can look at it either way you want to, but you're not.
Chief, we can't thank you enough for coming in this morning. Again, we want to say each and every one of y'all, thank y'all for joining us. We ran a little bit late today since we're not 100% got to be at a exact time anymore. We can go over it. We'll be back Monday morning, and we want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all for supporting us. As we'll be gathering the news for you throughout the day, on scene location, no matter who, what, or why. We're as strong or bigger than we ever were. And we'll have that out before long. Odie, you going to take us out of this?
Hey, we'll see you in 73 hours, 2 hours. What is? I can't even remember now.
You ain't got no glasses.
Ain't got no glasses. I can't add too good, but we still love you. We still want you to have a great weekend. Go by, see the wall, and have a great weekend. See you later.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: